we'll put a bit of glue on and crack on with putting these onto the decking. So guys, you might want to use tweezers for this, to be fair. I'm not sure if it'll be easy enough to push into the holes, then we'll see. Hey all, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. Today I'm building the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks, issue 42, brand new issue, guys. Guys, if you're not already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button. Give us a big like, really appreciate that. Press the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future issues of this massive build the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks. 140 issues, guys. We're on issue 42. So we've got a fair way to go yet, but yeah, press that subscribe button, guys, bell notification so you don't miss out on any future issues. But without further ado, guys, let's crack on with the Titanic build from Hatchet Partworks. Okay then, guys, so here we go again. We'll take a look through the mag Titanic from Hatchet Partworks, issue 42. You probably noticed now, guys, I've learned not to speak through that bit because you can't hear a word I'm saying. Right, so we'll have a look through this week's mag. First of all, coming in issue 43, which is next week, guys, is an LED strip, LED cable, port and starboard bulkheads, lamps and panels. So we might be messing with electrics again, all good. And quickly looking through this week's mag, you got all the usual content, guys, which is pretty cool. But as for the details this week, whoa, look at this. What was I saying last week, guys? I think it was a pretty easy issue. You've got to make the most of these pretty easy issues because the week after, you pay for it. I mean, look at that, for example. Oh my God. Right, okay. Let's just quickly browse through these instructions. Whoa. Okay. Right, are you ready, guys? We've got 9 instructions, but they're very detailed in what we're doing on each instruction. Guys, this could be a long one, it could be a quick one. I've got a feeling it's going to be a pretty long one. Right, so let's open this box. Now, to look at it, it looks like we've got nothing to do, but I think all the problems are in there, if you want to call them problems. Right. Deep breath, guys, let's crack on. Right, first of all, I'll go through a list of stuff, parts we've got in this week's issue. 42A is the forward bulkhead bridge, or bulkhead of the bridge, should I say. That's that, which looks pretty plain at the minute, guys, but I think once you put the details, that's going to look pretty cool. What I'll do, guys, is I'll put them all down the right-hand side so you can see on the right-hand screen, and we'll come to them when we need to come to them. Right, okay, so now we've got to get all these little parts out these little envelopes, guys. Look at that. They do look after these parts, you know, when they send them out to you. Very good premium build, this. Right, so we've undone that. What I'll do, guys, I'll undo one packet and then I'll undo the rest ready for the video, so it's not a bit boring for you guys. See, this might not be as bad, dare I say, as it looks. I mean, we'll see. There's some of the floor. I'm just checking, guys, there's nothing else in these envelopes. As you can see, that's empty because we do not want to be losing any parts. We've got CP screws here, put those to one side. Yeah, and I'll open these guys and then we'll go through what's in these envelopes straight after this. Okay then guys, I've got all the parts out. You can just about see to the right hand side of your screen. Now I'm not going to go through all these one by one because it'll take an age and this video will be a very, very long video. But if you can see there guys, and looking at the instructions here, they are very, very, very tiny. Let me just show you this one piece. Look at that. What? That's probably about 1 millimetre, 2 millimetres. That is ridiculous. Look how small that is. It's near enough naked to the eye, guys. Now, a little word of warning. Touch wood, I was all right. But these little envelopes, if I was you, I'd actually rip them open. Because, for example, this part here, it's brown. And it attaches to the bottom of the bag if you're not careful. And if you're not checked your goods as you undo in the envelopes, you're going to end up losing parts, especially with those little pieces that I've just shown you. And then you're going to chuck them in the bin. And if you ain't checked them, guys, you're going to have a whole lot of problems. I mean, there's one here, look, I've just mislaid. Whilst I put everything over there, I didn't even see that. Look at that, guys. It's taking a while to even focus in. That is so tiny, but beautiful. Yeah, that's the wheel. There should be 2 of those, actually. Yeah, there's the other one. See, guys, I'm even losing them. So easy to lose. But look at that. The detail to this ship is going to be amazing, guys. It's so cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mention what part they are as we fit them, because if not, guys, this is going to be one hell of a long video, and I don't want you getting bored. Right, so first of all, we've got to take 42A, and then you've got to position these the right way around. So what it's saying is this side, the left side, is the starboard side, and the right side is the port side. Now, it wants us to just rest that there for a second, and it wants us to take 42N and 42M, which are these bright coloured stickers here. So what I'm going to do, as I've said before, I'm just going to place it on the desk, a seat in the instructions, and you cannot go wrong then, guys. So what it tells us to do, instruction 1, take the front wall of the bridge, which is that part 42A, and the red and green stickers 42M, which is the right side, the pinky red colour, and 42N. So that's those stickers there. The stickers fit in the shaped areas at each end of 42A, which are these parts here, guys. But you've guessed it, this is going to be the fiddly bit. And basically what we've got to do then, guys, is put the green on that side in this little section here, and then the orangey pinky reddy colour on that part there. So, are you ready, guys? I think the way it works is, if you can see that on those stickers, you've got a little square at the top, and you've got a rectangle and a rectangle with a hole. Now, the rectangle with the hole is obviously going to be on that part there. The little square will be on that part there, and the rectangle there. Oh, you can hear me taking a deep sigh, breath here, but we'll see how we get on with this, guys. Let's go. So yeah, I'm using my tweezers this time. What you do is position that there like so, and it wants to flip round. Right, hang on, we've got this, guys, we've got this. He says. Do you know what? I'm having nightmares from when we did the windows. Check that out, guys, in the playlist. That was a fiddly one, but that's on. I won't rub it with these tweezers because you might scratch the green off, but just place it, push it, that's on. Pretty cool. Wasn't too hard. Wasn't too hard. Now, while we're on a roll, we'll take the rectangular sticker so. And that has got to go on the bottom, just there. That one on a bit easy, guys, like that. And the last one is going on there with the hole in. Now this one could be a bit more fiddly. Let's see. So we've got to get that out of there, like that, because this is where the light's going to shine through, I would have thought. So if we just position that way, and then place it like so. Don't want to come off the tweezers. There you go. That's that done. So yeah, the green side is the starboard side, guys. So that's that all done. Stickers on, nice and stuck. That's that done. Looking pretty cool. Now go to the same on the other side, but with this fluorescent orangey red colour. So get with the tweezer. It's got to go on the square bit. Just be careful, guys, because if these do fall to the floor or on your desk, I think they've got some sort of super glue on there or something, which is a good thing, but the stick, trust me, the stick. Mine just nearly stuck to the desk and I couldn't get it off. I could have put that in the video, but I thought you don't want to see that. Right, so put that on there, on the rectangular part. There you go. Now that's how you're supposed to do, guys. That's how it's supposed to be done. Do you know, there's a bit of glue on the end of these tweezers. When I used them the other week, I wish I'd never put glue on them now, because it's in my eyesight and it's a bit irritating, but still, we're okay. Right, now this has got to go on the one with the hole. See the stick? So there's that much good stickiness. There's sticking to the tweezers, to be fair. But yeah, we're all right. We've got this. Guys, comment down below if you're building this and how you're getting on. If you're at this stage or you're further, just let me know how you're getting on with it, should I say. Right, so that's that done. Pretty cool. So yeah, we've done the starboard and port side stickers. It says you can smooth the stickers down with a cotton bud, which makes sense. I've done it with tweezers, but I've been careful, because as I said, if you scratch it, and you would scratch it with tweezers if you're not careful, but I'm dabbing it and I've got away with it. But guys, a tip, as it said in the mag, you might be better using cotton buds. But that is it for instruction 1. Also a quick one, guys, just make sure you have got the hole free on each side, because if not, when you put the lights in, you're not going to see the lights. It's just going to be on the sticker, the navigation lights they're calling them. Right, so let's turn this page over. Right, instruction 2, take the boat deck assembly, one I made earlier, guys. There we go. I think it wants it this way round, like that. So we'll place that there for a second and read the rest of the instructions and see what it wants us to do. So, take the boat assembly, what was previously made in the previous issue, the forward bulkhead of the bridge 42A, which is this part here, guys, and that fits around the forward deck. So basically what we're doing is fitting that like so. That's a very tight fit, that is. Well, it does fit very tight though. Very tight, to be fair. Okay, it will go, guys, it should go. What you want to do, guys, when you attach 42A is you've got two little plastic pins there, pardon me with the camera there, make sure they click, and then what it's telling us to do is fit two CP screws in the centre there on those two holes. So we'll get those out. I'm really paranoid, guys, about losing pieces here. I should be alright as long as I'm careful, but please do be careful, guys, because there is a lot of little, easy for me to say, a lot of little pieces. Right, so I'll start that off. These two CP screws, guys. Just be careful not to damage anything. I'm going to hold it there. I know the shot's not very good, but at the same time I don't want to damage this side. As you can see, it's very delicate. Right. Those two in are nice and tight. Just double check, guys, that your screws are not too loose. And that's what we've got so far. Pretty cool. And what's bothering me is that's tilted a bit, and I'm not sure it's meant to be like that. Don't think that's meant to be tilted like that at all. Okay then, guys, so that's instruction 2 done. We've applied CP screws, and basically we've put the forward bulkhead of the bridge onto the deck in there. Now what it's saying, do in instruction 3, turn the deck the right side up, which we've done already, and take the two navigation lights, 42D and 42E, which we've got here, guys. Now the green one is 42E, and the, say, red, orange, red, it looks red to me, but that's 42D. Now what we've got to do here, guys, I think you probably already guessed it, these have got to go into these D-shaped holes just there. Now you can see the end of those is D-shape, so they'll only go in one way, guys. So if you line that up and gently push, and you can hear it clicking, that's that done. And then do the same with the green one, which is 42E. So if I just make sure I get that the right way around, line it up in the hole. This one don't want to go in as easy as the other one. Still recording, guys, because I want you to see the ups and downs. There we go, clicked in. So that's that one done. And that one done, 42D and 42E. Right, put that to one side, and now we'll read instruction 4. Check the fit, sorry, of the wheelhouse decking 42L. So that's this part here. They're calling that 42L. So that's like a dry fit, guys. What they want is to put that on there, see if it fits. I think it just about fits, to be fair. And then it says if it fits, take the sticky back plastic off and fit it. Now I'm going to do the same as I did last week, guys, and apply a tiny little bit of glue, just so I know it's not going to peel off at a later date. Just put that glue to one side. Now as well, guys, we've got to watch that these don't break this time, because last week, if you've seen the video, the decking cracked a little bit as I peeled this off, which wasn't good really, but it is very delicate stuff, this. So slowly, sorry, trying to keep cool, Unless I put it on the wrong way. There we go. Nicely done. It says to attach it down, stick it down with some cloths. Now, I'd find that personally a bit harder to do, so I'm doing it this way. And there was one panel there, if you want to call it a panel, going to come up then, but because there's a bit of glue, I think it should be okay. I'm just watching how I push with this tweeze, so I don't want to damage anything. But as you can see, that's nice and positioned and stuck. That'll do me. That's cool. Let's move this rubbish out of the way. So yeah, that is instruction 4 done, guys. And now guess what? We're even getting more fiddlier now. Let's read instruction 5. Identify the holes where the 5 telegraphs 42B are going to be fitted on the deck. Note there are rectangular peg beneath the rim at the base of each telegraph that fits into the shape hole. Now these little parts of 42B, guys, as you can see, they're very delicate. We'll look at the detail on those. Now you've got like a little piece sticking out here, as you can see, so they can only go in one way. And if you look at these holes here, if you can just see there, there's like a little down piece there where they're going to slot right in. Now there's 5 of these and they all need to have a tad bit of glue on. So I'm just going to get the glue from over here and we'll put a bit of glue on and crack on with putting these onto the decking. So guys, you might want to use tweezers for this, to be fair. I'm not sure if it'll be easy enough to push into the holes, then we'll see. We'll soon find out, guys. So that's that one in. Pretty cool. So yeah, that's the first one in, guys, and we've got to do that 5 times. Just a bit more glue on there. And I am finding it easier, to be fair, using the tweezers, because it's a bit hard to get your fingers in there. So he says, there we go. So you might want to twist them around a bit if they're not. There we go, that's in. It's up and done. They only go in one way, guys, but some of them look twisted more than they needed to be, but that's how that's supposed to look. They will only go in one way. Now we've got to do, let me just double check. Yeah, we're putting 3 in there and then 2 that side. So yeah, let's do the same again. Tie the glue, the tweezers. Some seem to be going easier, the others, to be fair. That's 3 in, guys. And guys, that is the end of instruction 4. Pretty cool. Love that. Look at the detail, guys, on that. It looks pretty cool already, that. Brilliant. Instruction 5, should I say, not 4. Sorry, guys, it's been a mad week. End of instruction 5. We've basically put 42B, which are the telegraphs, 5 of those, into where the circles are there on the instruction 5. Right, let's turn it over. And now already we're on instruction 6. So instruction 6, take the 2 platforms 42I and check how they fit in pairs of holes in the decking 41B and in the wheelhouse decking 42L. So basically these 2 parts here, guys, where we've got the rings, that's 42L obviously, and then 41B is going to be that part at the top. One peg on each platform is larger than the other and has to be fitted appropriate right. So basically, as you can see here, guys, if we get these 2 platforms, you've got one fatter peg than the other. Now, if you look at the decking, you've got a bigger hole there than the other. So we're going to there's a bit of glue there gone in there, dried, but that'll be fine. It'll push through, help it stick. You've got to make sure the hole's going in the right, well, the pegs are going in the right holes basically. And it does say apply a tad of glue. So let's go. Let's get those guys. Drop a glue on each. And then just go for it. Just lift this up for you. That's that gone in there. I did hear a click when I pushed mine in, guys, so listen out for that. Right, where have I put the other one? Here we go, tied under there. So I want to put a bit of glue on these pegs. Like so. And again, put the biggest peg in the biggest hole. So if you line them up, give it a firm push. Don't be shy, guys. There you go. So it's 2 pieces in. This is starting to get cool now, guys. I've loved it all along, but it's getting really, really cool. There you go. That's how that looks. Put that to one side. Now we're instruction 7. Right, 7. Take the 2 binnacles. I think the binnacles you say, I think. I'm not sure, guys. If I've got that wrong, comment down below. Sorry. So it's these little parts here. There's 2 of these. Again, dead tiny. And what we want to do is stick one in that hole there. And then another one right at the top there. And again, these have got the same sort of little shapes like we did have for the telegraph poles. So put a bit of glue on there. Get my trusty tweezers. Let's just check where they're. Yeah, they've got to go the other way around, like that. You heard that click. That's that done. Well, I've got a feeling this one might be a bit more trickier because it's by the front. We'll see. Again, a bit of glue. Trusty tweezers. Line them up. No, that went in alright. Easier than I thought, to be fair. There you go. Look at that. Looks wicked. I love that. These little details, fine details, guys, and make it look so cool. Bit of glue in each then, and it's simple as that. Now we're on to instruction 8. Next, fit the 2 pillars, which are these parts here. Like 2 little brown twiglet things. Got to put a bit of glue. Like that. And then where these 2 yellow circles are, guys, that's where we're putting them. So basically in these holes here. That's one done. Guys, I can't say this enough. This is looking so cool. Just look on there as well, guys, because that's got a bit of white. Obviously put that in the hole because you don't have that on show. Put the decency side sticking up. Yeah, that's the 2 pillars fitted. next. 42H. On these two pieces here, which these 42H. They're called Pilorus. Guys, I know there's probably someone out there who knows the exact names of these and pronounce them right. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing them wrong. I'm sorry. But yeah, Pilorus, I think these are pronounced. And what we're going to do with these are stick them in these furthest holes here at the top. Now these got a flat edge, you can see, so they will just go in. As simple as that. They will go in. There you go. Same again with this one. These feel like they don't want to go in, but they will go in if you put a bit of pressure on them. That's that done. Pretty cool, and that's all the way up to instruction 8 done. Let's have a good look at that. Don't that look wicked? Now, instruction 9, fit each up 42K, which are these little pieces, guys. That one there, sorry. Into the centre of wheel 42J. Right, this is going to be tricky. This is going to be very tricky. So we've got to put the little hub through that little hole. And now, guys, look how small these are. This is stupid. This is ridiculous. What? I can't even get my fingers on that, to be fair. This is mad. Hang on. So if I could drop that in there. Man, this is fiddly, guys. This is very fiddly. Once it's in, it's fine. It's getting it in. There we go. Got it. That was fiddly. So look at that. Right. Now that has got to go into 42F. And we've got to put a bit of glue in this, but I don't want to let this go, because if I let this go, I'm not going to do that again. That was very lucky. So if I just put a tad of glue there like that. Might have been a bit too much. Right, I'm gone. Guys, this is fiddly, man. This is very, very fiddly. That's that done. I'm going to leave that to dry while I attempt to do the other one. And what I'll do is I'll put the glue on first, I think. And then we'll... Sorry guys, I've gone a bit quiet. This is very, very fiddly. I'm just attempting to do the fiddliest thing I've ever done here. So if we just put that on the table a minute. Look at that, guys. Look at that. How small that is. That is ridiculous, but cool at the same time. So, do you know what? I'm holding my breath while I'm doing this, which isn't good. That's so fiddly, man. There we go. I think I've got that. Yeah. If this works straight away, I'm very chuffed with myself, to be fair. I've got it. There we go. Done. There you go. There we have 2 steering wheel columns with the steering wheels on top. That was mad. But we're not there yet, guys. We've now got to attach these to the decking. So what we've got to do, without breaking anything, is apply a a little bit of glue to this. And I think we're best to get the tweezers without breaking the wheel. And this has got to be attached where you've got these yellow circles here, guys. Like so. That one done. Stay tuned to the end, guys, and I will give this a nice ending video, so you can actually see the detail of these close up. Because I know it might be a bit difficult to see how fine the detail is from this shot, but I will try and do a nice little ending so you can see the finished result, which we're nearly there now, guys. To be honest, this wasn't a bad issue. I thought it was going to be worse than this, but it's not been too bad. And there we have it, guys, the finished result. I mean, if you ain't got these exactly straight away, you can twist them, and that's how it looks. Look at that. And that's the completed work for this issue, guys. Completed navigational instruments have been fitted in the bridge and the wheelhouse. Guys, subscribe, like, comment, share if you love this video today and you want to see more. Would really appreciate that. But for now, guys, that is it for the Titanic build from Hatchet Partworks, issue 42. That is it for this week's build of the Titanic build from Hatchet Partworks, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Very fiddly this week, but it was a good issue, guys. I enjoyed it. Basically what we did, we fitted the navigation instruments to the bridge and the wheelhouse, and it's looking pretty cool, guys. All these little fine details are making it pop, making it look cool. Guys, if you want to follow me on this build, please subscribe, smash that notification button, the bell notification, so you don't miss out on any future issues of this build, and give us a big thumbs up. Would really appreciate that, guys. But for this week, for the Titanic build, that is it. But come back next week for issue 43. Would really appreciate that, and I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I'm building them. But for now, guys, see ya. Peace.